Welcome to Christmas Garage. We've got a 1992 F150. We're going to put a heater core in this morning. 39 degrees. It's going to be cold. It's going to be bad. My fingers are already busted open. Not looking forward to this at all. Well, here we are, fellas. F150 XLT Lariat. Well, I guess it's a Lariat because it's got all these little fancy things on here. Nice little truck. Worked on this before. One of my buddies right down the road here. We're gonna put a heater core in it this morning. Up in here, I think. Yeah, I think if we drop this glove box, yeah, I think it's up in here somewhere. We might have to take some of this out. All right, let's get on it. Yeah, 5/16 yellow nut driver. This one's been around the mill. Now we're gonna see how aggravating it is gonna be. I've had these off. Uh-oh, don't want to do that. We might want to cauterize these back here a little further. Yeah. Oh, here we go. She started moving in. Okay. There's the first one. I think we'll be lucky enough to get this one off too. Oh, look at that. Now that we've got it unhooked out here, we can go in here in the cab and get the rest of it straightened out. Yeah, this is the part I'm not looking forward to. It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna stop here just a second. Tell y'all thank you for even clicking on this video. I know I'm an idiot, and I know half the time I don't know what I'm doing, but do appreciate y'all watching the videos. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, guys, it's like this. We're inside the truck here. Heater core's up in, yeah, up in there behind all this plastic stuff that over the years his son has beat down on it, and it's got it all brittle, and we're probably gonna break everything in this. And the reason I know that is because I own one of these trucks, my son owns one of these trucks, and every time I work on them, some plastic breaks on them. This year model vehicle with this plastic dash, they're horrible about breaking. So I'm just looking, you know, I'm just planning on breaking some stuff. It's just the way it's gonna be. We're gonna take this dash out, maybe. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, 7mm. I'm just assuming I got to take this off. It looks like I'm gonna be able to get to the heater core, hopefully without ripping the whole dash out. I put a heater core in a I don't know, a mid 2000 or late 90s, early 2000 Ford Taurus. Oh, you got to pull the whole dash out. I put a heater core in a 95 Ford Ranger. You got to pull the whole dash out. But this one here, there's a cover here. If you can see, we got bolts here. It looks like this cover is just going to pull off. I am a Ford man, but we race a Chevrolet. We used to race Fords, 4-cylinder Fords back in the day. But in my opinion, personal opinion, y'all make a comment if y'all disagree or agree. Fords are harder to work on. I think the engineers at GM or Chevrolet or wherever, we're a little bit smarter. Now that one's gonna be a trick to get out, but we'll get it out. That one's gonna be behind the, there's another bolt back here. See where my hand goes back here? And I'm gonna have to get it with probably a wrench or something. But that's okay, because my boys got me some nice wrenches for Christmas. I've been looking to use them anyhow. We're gonna see how many of these bolts we can get out. What I'm gonna try to do with this here is pop these little, yep, come on, yeah, come on, yeah. Oh, nice. She came right off. No problem, no, and a pry on or anything. Yep, that wasn't a good sound. Okay, well what I brought here was, check this out. Old nice swivel. I don't have the high dollar stuff, but we're gonna try to, sometimes you can wrap some tape around this and it'll stiffen them up a little bit. This one's got a little bit of strength left to her. If you use these things a lot, they'll just hang like that. As you can see, I'm getting up in there on this bolt. Oh, look at there. Okay, look at there. Those two clips, this one here, just the side of it come off, which is not a big deal. And we got it out of the way of this cover here. I've actually been using a 5/16 nut driver, but I got an 8mm socket, so they kind of go hand in hand. Any of you good mechanic guys out there that think I'm an idiot know that, because you know what? I am an idiot. The only thing I'm concerned about now, there's a bracket up top here, and if it hangs up, I'll show it to y'all. Well, we got this loose. She's loose for the most part. There's a bracket. This yeah, this thing here, I'm a little concerned about how that's gonna come out. I'm gonna try to get it off without breaking any of this plastic stuff. Anyhow, we're gonna fight with that just for a minute. This little bracket here has got this little thing you pull back on, and you can shove this off like that. There she is, fellas. I didn't even take it off. I just slide. We're gonna see if we can get it out without having to even. We're gonna look how this bracket works now. All right, guys, we're in here now. You see where we're at. We decided to leave this alone. We've got access to the heater core. Let's just hope that it comes out. This is the first little tug on it. Oh, yeah, don't want to pry on that. She didn't like that none. She said no. No. Oh, well, she's out, guys. I just got to get her out. Look at that. Thank you, Lord, for making this fall. Look at that. I think it's gonna work. Oh, it's still, even with all the fluid dumped out of it, it's noticeably heavier. So I know that it's probably full of crud. So, all right, it's like this, guys. This is the old one. We've got the new one here. We're gonna try to, well, not the new one, but some new foam here. This isn't foam that came with it. This is some I had laying around the shop. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut me a strip, new foam, so we can seal that thing up in there nice and gooder. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? I remember Ernest. I wonder what Ernest is doing right now. What was his name? I can't think of his name. Y'all know what his name was? Comment down there. I can't think. So we're gonna put new foam around there. Let me see if this thing still works. Oh yeah. That's your blend door, guys. You see that? That's how your blend door works. Okay. Let me show y'all what I'm working with here. Look at all this nice pretty new foam I put in here. Look. Foam here. New foam over here. New foam down here. New foam all the way over here. All the way back up. Even on this. See, your evaporator core is behind this for the AC. And this blend door is back in here behind this white piece that flaps back and forth, and it'll cover up here, force air through the heater core, and then open back up and let the air go through the evaporator core. Well, like I just showed y'all, we got the foam down in there. Now we're gonna try to finagle this this new miniature radiator up in there, because that's pretty much all it is. If you can get a good angle over here with the light, we're gonna see how aggravating this thing's gonna be. I can hold this plastic up out of the way. Oh, look at there. It's just enough room to, looks like as long as I can get it up over top of that say. Hanging up a little bit right there. Oh, there we go. Okay. We might be cooking with something now. Okay. Make sure we keep all these cables out from in front of it. Remember, I left those clamps or them caps on the end of this thing. Look at her. There she went. I just finagled it up through the hose. It's sitting right on that foam. Beautiful. This stuff is amazing, people. Super weather strip adhesive, aka Gorilla Snot. This stuff here, we use it to put everything on. We use it to put the little pieces of foam underneath the race car hood. It works for your little weather stripping. It works good for all kinds of stuff. The only thing is, once you use it and you take this top and put on there, normally it takes, yeah, she might be bad. She might be going to the bad. You know, that's one thing that Chrisman Garage is not good about fixing. It's going to the bad is tubes and stuff. But see, it's soft back here. I bet you.
It does kind of like Gorilla Snot.
What do you think it tastes like?
I bet it tastes like fruit roll-ups. And tires.
I believe I could blow a bubble with it.
If it shoots out of your mouth, that's going to be amazing.
Nah, boy, it burns. Must be some chemical reaction. You know what? Let me show y'all a little trick. If you got a tube or something that the end is clogged up on, let me show y'all a little trick. Just make a new hole. Look at there, like brand new. Now, what we're gonna do is
that why everything we have has like 16 holes in it?
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that, okay? Now, you don't want to get this on your fingers because it really melts the skin off. So you notice I'm doing really careful not to get any on my fingers. The trick here is to keep it off your fingers because it takes 6 months or 5.9 months for it to wear off. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little bit here because it works like rubber cement, guys. Did anybody have rubber cement when they was in school? If you used rubber cement when you was in school, comment below. I used to take and smear it underneath my seat and let it dry and then roll it up so it looked like a booger. It's pretty awesome. Once she dries good, when you touch this stuff, I'm telling you guys, when you touch it, it's like stuck, done. You're gonna rip it off. Stick her right up in there. Oh yeah, guys. She is sticky now. Look at that. Done. Stuck there. Now see, this thing is just all in the way. Why? Somebody help me understand why. Okay. All right. Now we got this up in there. It's got the foam on there. It's through the outside. Now, if you remember correctly, this thing here, we had to finagle it up in there. This may be bad. I don't want to break anything. Oh, there we go. That's how we did it. See how we did that, guys? Now, look at there. Look how it's sliding back up in there. Slide back up in there. We have not broke anything yet. It is so awesome. Okay.
This is probably one of the smarter heater core
placements.
Out of most trucks.
I would agree with you. Okay, I'm pulling that thing through the other side, if you see where I did there. Now this thing does have some little lineup pins. So, hey guys, if I was wearing a hat, I'd take it off to the Ford engineers right here. Because I put some heater cores. I think this is the I don't know, 3rd, 4th, 25th, 17th heater core that I've done this summer. I mean, this winter, fall/winter. Yeah, that cap's not doing anything. And this is probably one of the easiest ones I've done. So now it's just a matter of putting these bolts back in. I'm not gonna bore y'all with that. If we do, I'll just fast forward through it. So fast forward. Yeah, okay. This one went on the back side here. We're gonna try to plug her on there. There she goes. We're gonna run that. There we go. Fill it back up. We didn't lose hardly any antifreeze because I did crimp it off. We should be good on that. We may test on that. I know y'all people up north probably laughing at us. Oh, it don't get cold enough down there for what freeze a block. Well, periodically it does. Normally, I would agree with you. There you go, hooked up. Now guys, what was going on when we first looked at this truck was you could feel the heater hoses going in. They got hot, so hot you couldn't hold on to them. But the one coming out was still cool. And I know it's gonna be a little bit cooler because obviously your fan's blowing on it and it's removing some heat from it. But it just was not blowing the heat that it needed to blow. So with that being said, we're waiting for the truck to warm up. And hopefully the heater works like it's supposed to now. We're waiting on the temperature gauge to move. She's still down on the C range. All right, guys, it's like this. The temperature just barely has come off the C, as you can see right here. She's up to the first little notch, and she's pretty warm. In here, windshield 66. Coming out of the vent, 130. Yeah, she's rocking. She's rocking, look, 142, 144, 145, 146, 147. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the one that's closest to the heater core probably. Yeah, she's getting it done. Temperature's still climbing. I don't even think the thermostat's opened yet. She's probably gonna get hotter than that. Yeah. I think you'll be happy with this, guys. Absolutely. Fan's wide open. A lot of times when you slow the fan down, she'll get even hotter. Yep. She'll get even hotter. Yep. Look at that. Hot, baby doll, hot. 50, 151, 152. Oh, it can be double nickel. Double nickel. All right. I think that's gonna finish this video up.